Selamünaleyküm. Allah'a Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Salatu vesselamu ala Resulina Muhammedin seyyidina ve aleyhi. Madad ya Resulallah, madad ya Sadat ashab-ı Resul, madad ya Şahid Destur ve la şa'Allah. Sayyidina Muhammed Hakkani madad. Tarikat ma'as-suhba ve el-hayru fil cemiyye. Peygamber sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem buyuruyor. El-ma'de betid-da' ve ra's-ı deva. Sadaka Resulullah fîmâ kâle ve kemâ kâle. Mide insanların hastalıkın yeridir.
Our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, says that the stomach is the place of all kinds of diseases and illnesses.
Evidir diyor Peygamber sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem.
Our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, says that the stomach is the house of diseases.
Pehrizde ilaçların başıdır.
And diet is the beginning of is the beginning of medication, and it is through diet that one cures those diseases.
Onun için yemek yerken ne yediğine bakacaksın.
Therefore, one must be very careful when eating what one eats.
Şunu yiyeceksin.
And one should eat in a measured manner.
İlaç olarak da ne dokunuyorsa ondan uzak duracaksın. Onu ya az yiyeceksin.
And the cure for your body is that if something harms you, then you should stay away from it. You should not eat it.
Sana fazla her şeyin fazlası zarardır.
And you should not eat too much. If you exaggerate, then it will be harmful, and this applies to everything. Everything which you do too much, which you exaggerate, is going to be harmful.
Azı karar, fazlası zarar derler. Onun için şimdi
only a little is enough. Too much is going to be harmful.
Eskiden bu kadar yemek imkanı yoktu.
In former times, there did not exist those many times of food one can eat today.
İnsanlar bu kadar fazla bulamıyordu.
And people did not find the amount of food that is available these days.
Şimdi bulunca da hududu, sınır tanımıyor. Nefsi istedikçe yiyor.
And while today all those various types of foods are available and there is an overflow of food, people follow their egos and are not satisfied with what they have and want more and more.
Günde normalde bir defa olması lazım. İki meşayihlerin sünnetidir. 3 normal insanlar.
And one could have one meal per day. That would be enough. It is the tradition of our sheikhs to have 2 meals. But people, they have 3 meals per day.
3 tane yetinmiyor insanlar bütün vakit.
But even 3 meals are not enough for people. They even eat more.
Yiyorlar. Yediklerine de dikkat etmiyorlar.
And they eat more than 3 meals and they do not pay attention to what they eat.
Şimdi gene diyorlar et şu kadar oldu pahalı, bu kadar şey oldu pahalı.
And people complain about the prices of food and they complain about the high prices of meat.
Et yemek, bütün vakitte et yemek gerekmez.
But there's no need to constantly eat meat.
Peygamber sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem yemeklerin en seyyid-i ta'amül lahm yemeklerin en kıymetlisi, en şeyi ettir diyor ama
Yes, indeed, our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said that the most valuable food is meat.
bütün vakitte tabii et bulamaz insan.
But you cannot expect to find meat all the time.
Sebze de yiyecek.
You must also eat vegetables.
Allah Azze ve Celle'nin helal ettiği bize hepsinde şifa var.
And you may eat all those things which Allah Almighty has made permissible, which Allah Almighty has made halal, and all those things which Allah Almighty made permissible for you to eat. There is cure and blessing in it for you.
Her şeyden yemesi lazım.
And you must eat from all those various types of things which Allah Almighty has made permissible to you.
Şimdi tek millet alışmış bir şey yiyorlar.
And people, they have gotten used to just eating one type of food.
Başka istemiyorlar.
And they don't want anything else.
Sebze desen fazla yanaşan yok.
They don't want to eat vegetables, for example. They don't approach vegetables.
İlla et olacak.
They always want and insist on eating meat.
Yani vücuda dengeleyecek şeyler olacak. Et de.
But when you eat, you must make sure that you eat in a balanced manner, so that it gives your body strength and balance.
Et az da yani fazla yemeye gerek yok.
And there's no need to always eat meat, and there's no need to eat meat a lot. A little meat is enough.
Sebzesinden
you may eat also those various types of vegetables.
Bundan her şeyden yemesi lazım insan.
And you may eat from everything which has been made permissible, halal.
Eski insanlar her şeyden yemek yaparlardı.
And people from former times, they used to prepare meals and food from all kinds of things.
Çeşit vardı.
And what they ate was diversified.
Osmanlı sofrasında, sultanlar sofrasında 50 çeşit olurmuş.
At the table of the Sultan during the times of the Ottomans, there used to be at least 50 various types of food available that were served.
Fazla da en azından 50 çeşit.
And it were at least 50 various types of food that were served at the table of the Sultan.
Yani o da hepsi değişik.
And all those different foods that were served were different.
Tabii şimdi o kadar insan yapamaz ama
of course one cannot prepare that amount of food.
Artık insanlar evde de yemek yapmaya üşeniyorlar.
But what is important here is to eat in a diversified manner and to eat all kinds of things. But nowadays people are even too lazy to prepare their meals at home.
Dışarıdan getiriyorlar.
They buy their meals outside.
Dışarıda da ne koydukları belli değil.
But when you buy your food outside, you don't know what they put into it.
Ne yedikleri belli değil.
You cannot be sure what you eat, in fact.
Bir de bir hayli acayip şeyler çıkmış. Tadını daha iyi yapıyor diye ve maddeler koyuyorlar.
And in addition to that, they put all kinds of different substances into that food, claiming that this improves the taste of the food.
O maddeler insanın vücudunu zehirliyor.
But these things, these additives, these substances, they are like poisoning the human body.
İçindeki organları mahvediyor.
They destroy the organs within the body.
İçecek desen o bin beter.
Especially those things they put into the various soft drinks that are being served, which are 1,000 times worse.
Bu hastalığın yeri Peygamber sallallahu midedir diyor.
And that is why our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, tells us to pay attention to what we eat by stating that the stomach is the house of the diseases.
Ona ne koyduğunu, ne ettiğini dikkat et.
And therefore you must be very careful about what you put inside that house, what you put inside your stomach.
Tatlı bir şey, yani güzel yiyoruz, güzel tadı diye her şey miktarıyla ölçülü yemek lazım.
And when you eat, you must make sure that you eat in a balanced, diversified, and measured manner, and that you do not exaggerate, things may be very tasty, sweet, and delicious, but yet you must be very careful about the amount that you eat, and you should not exaggerate in the amount you eat.
Elinizden geldiği kadar evdeki yemeklerden
And you should, as much as you can, eat at home what has been prepared at home.
yesin çoluk çocuk.
And you should ensure that your children, that what they eat, it has been prepared at home.
Onlara hem fayda olur
This will be to their benefit,
hem sıhhat olur.
and it will give health to their bodies.
Allah nimetler vermiş.
Allah Almighty has granted us all kinds of His favors,
Her şeyin bir şifası var. Her
and there is a cure to be found in those blessings.
şeyin bir şifadan madı onun verdiği vücuda, ruha verdiği faydalar var.
And those things which Allah Almighty has made permissible for us to eat are resources for us to gain health, and in addition to that, it will also give strength to our faith.
Sırf yani vücut için değil, ruhaniyet için de mühimdir.
It is not only important and beneficial for our bodies, but also for our souls and our spirituality.
Onun için dikkat edin.
Therefore, be careful about what you eat,
Yediğiniz eşine, çoluk çocuğa ne yedirdiniz, ne yedirdiniz, çocuğu da
and pay attention to what you give your children to eat.
alıştırın küçüklüğünden her şey yesin diye.
And from very early on, teach and train your children to eat all kinds of things which Allah Almighty has made permissible.
Şimdiki çocuklar şey gibi dört ayaklı mahlukat gibi onlar bütün vakit onlar bile bütün vakit saman koydun mu saman yiyorlar, arpa yiyorlar ama dışarıya çıkarttın mı onlar da otları, yaprakları falan daha fazla yemeye uğraşıyorlar, seviyorlar.
And you should ensure that your children get to eat all kinds of those various blessings and favors which Allah Almighty gave us. And you should not raise your children like four-legged creatures which are only served one type of food. Even animals, on their end, you may just give them straw, but when you let them outside, they may eat grass, they may eat leaves, even animals may eat all kinds of different things.
Onlara bile Allah Azze ve Celle o şeyi verdiğine göre insanoğlu daha mühimdir.
And while animals, they may eat various types of those green grass and leaves, we must learn from that and see that we as humans should also pay attention to a diversified nutrition and alimentation.
Daha aklı başında onu alıştırmak lazım. Her şey yesinler.
And therefore it is important that we pay attention to, when we raise our children, that we make them get used to eating all kinds of things,
Şifa olsun diye.
so that they may receive the blessing and the cure in those things which Allah Almighty has granted to us and made permissible to us.
Nur iman olsun diye.
And that food will then turn into light and strengthen our faith.
Niyet etsinler. Yerken de ellerini yıkayıp besmeleyle. Şimdi çoğu insan
And when you eat, you should make the intention that what you eat shall turn into light in order to strengthen your faith. And before you eat, it's also important to wash your hands.
el yıkama diye bir şey yok.
And this is a tradition people have forgotten about. They have forgotten about washing their hands before eating.
Besmele zaten çoğu bilmez.
And they have forgotten to say Bismillahirrahmanirrahim before eating.
Ondan sonra da hastalıklar çoğaldı. Ne çoğaldı diye soruyorlar.
And people, they don't make intention. They don't pray before eating. They don't wash their hands before eating. They don't say the Basmala before eating. And then they are wondering why they get sick. It's because they have forgotten about those things.
Allah yardım etsin.
May Allah Almighty help us.
Yediğimiz شفاء olsun, nurla iman olsun.
May that what we eat be the resource of strength and be light and turn into light to strengthen our faith too.
Allah. Ve minallah tevfik. El Fatiha.